Dr. Huberman is talking about importance of morning routine, seeing sunshine, exposure, and a little bit of cortisol. So that is really good to exercise, even if for short time. So you rise a little bit cortisol, and the point is, if you rise cortisol in the morning, during day when you will get upset about something, cortisol will have smaller, lower spike, and also in the evening there will be much less cortisol, which is our uneasiness and stress. So we will have better sleep. Or, I mean, instead of exercise, you can always call your mother and I'm pretty sure he, with his newfound spiritual path, which he's publicly speaking about finding God and his space in his life, he would agree that alignment with the light of God within us and doing everything through this alignment with what is meant for me, I let in. And I receive all that comes from this connection with Source or God, however you like to call him. Libra, my cat, has obviously her own opinion, which we do support, right? So this, how we start morning, is essential because it sets us for day. So what I also do as first when I wake up, if it is 3 o'clock, 4 or later. Yesterday, for example, I woke up at 4 and first thing I align with source of life within me. And if there are some troublesome happenings during night, for example, if I was dealing with some psychic attacks, which interestingly, as I'm speaking about God, hi, is happening. And so I would just say thank you to God. And this is my actually habit for a while now, few months, and it is incredibly reality shifting. It is not about blame, it is not about what will I do with this. It isn't also about powerlessness. It's not giving responsibility elsewhere, but it's a realization that everything that comes our way is coming because we are working on something bigger than we are at the moment, right? That's life. If we are alive, we have to move with life. Life isn't anything stable. Obviously, only stability we have is within us, linked with source of life. That is only stability we will ever have. And as I'm now discovering more, I wake up my certainty about there is God, there is Creator, there is one beautiful, loving, supporting, caring power within me and within everything there is. More I feel free and empowered. And I know He's preparing me for a big thing, big deal. And that difficulties which are coming our ways are here to show us what's stopping us, what's blocking us. If it is, beliefs which we collected, if it is attachments, if there are pathogens, if there are entities, if there is some happening in collective, or there is a lot of radicals. For example, today I was also shown I need to give my body a different type of nutrition. So it is all working for our best. So when we see and say thank you for challenge, for some attack, for loss, for unsuccessful project, for, on contrary, something that you managed and it was much easier. Or for example, what is often happening to me, that when I'm aligned with God in me, people help me so much out of their responsibilities, and this is happening to me always, but more now as I am really making efforts regularly to align with God or source of life, to surrender happenings. So there is a great exercise. You do to-do list and you have a paper and you make line in the middle and you write to-do list, me, and then creator. I love that. So you write what is your job today. So you would look on your day, and there are certain points which you have to do. So whatever there is, first thing is to make your bed. There is a reason why army is very, very precise about soldiers making their bed, because whatever shit will happen, and it will, they will come to first thing they did that day, and that was successfully done bed. I'm having this habit for a long time. However messy my house can be, my bed is always ready, and my bed is always done. So the habit to write those important things that I need to do, obviously the least pleasant is first, because in the morning you are still having great levels of dopamine, serotonin, and there is one, neurodephrin. I don't remember exactly the name. I just was recently paying attention to that one. Neurodephrin? No, something like that. I am sure. It will pop to my mind just when I will finish this recording, so I will write it down. But those are incredibly important hormones, and I found way how to regulate them just by command. And I focused for a while on dopamine, but then I realized actually that I was lacking more serotonin, and I found a way how to really just command my body to produce more serotonin now. And see, it will literally shake me how it will respond immediately, which for some people may be science fiction, but I'm sensible, and I have very strong mind. As a child, I could move chess figurine with my mind, with my focus. I see my honesty on videos is out of the moon, but be it, why not? So I can regulate certain things within my system, and it actually works also if I say it to another person. So we were testing it with some of my clients, and it's perfect. That is one of things I will focus on, helping premenstrual women to premenstrual and menopausal. And because I know a lot of women who have big problems with hormones, and then mood and tiredness, and like there is like incredible things which are happening, which of course we do not think till we are 40. You don't even have it in your radar, but yeah, afterwards, when you realize what it takes, it is a very big limitation for women. So this is one of things which I will be creating workshops and do something about it, and I am pretty sure we will find easier ways to deal with hormones. However, with this list, I would write there whatever has to be done, and then on the other half, I would write what I would like God to sort out. And of course, everything that I wrote in my side, I would just say to God, can you make it a little bit better, please? So it is fun, and also it is taking it from abstract on paper. Like there is something about thinking, which I'm now dealing with, that, you know, whatever I produce by mind is having a big value. Like for me, it was very much linked with something that is I can touch it, right? So whatever I would create with mind was for me, you know, not so valuable, while it is actually brilliant thing to be able to think well. So those are really, really great morning routines, morning habits, which with together, as I close it, is qigong, even just a little bit, like, you know, 5-10 minutes early morning. I would just do certain moves, and I would collect myself. I would remind myself who I am choosing to be, and I'm setting myself and my subconscious, superconsciousness. I align with highest consciousness of God, and I ask for great surprises for today. And I always acknowledge beings of light. I acknowledge great people in my life, those who were with me. They're no longer who are, but those who are coming, right? Because when we are progressing in life, and obviously there are times of life where we are having stable situation, right? Like I had stable situation, in when I lived in UK. I had business for 13 years. I was there 15 years, and it was very different lifestyle, because you got out of bed, and there were things which I did during the day which I could see how I start and how I finish, what is the result. And then I had few clients during the day, and then I had everyday money. I had everyday lovely space which I could, buy their flowers. I made it as it looks like in a gallery. I had stones everywhere, paintings all over the place, and everybody who came there was feeling great, and when they were leaving they were feeling even greater. So that is a very different lifestyle as I lead now, because I'm in transformation to a higher level of career, or honesty, or really putting together skills to reach what I feel my soul envisioned. It's not even visualization, it's envision. So I let my inner self to show me. And that is also why I moved back to Slovakia. Not because I had to. I had a brilliant life in UK. I was living in a 7-bedroom villa with a housekeeper and gardener. So I certainly didn't have to leave. But I felt that, okay, now I have to go here. So, and it was heavy 4 years. And why? Because it was uncovering what stood in my faith. So, or in the way between me and Creator. So whatever was standing there, and this path, which I know is the highest for me, and that will uncover my soul's greatness and spirit. So it had to be. So it was linked, and those challenging times are linked with ecstatic, great feelings, right? Because that comes with high frequencies, high dimensions, work with the Creator God. Like when you find the way to really connect with Him, her. It is, I love that link. It's Mother, Father, God. It is beautiful. When you add there this mother word, it just shifts the frequency so incredibly. But my habit is saying a God, but it is actually Mother, Father, God. And those are ecstatic feelings. Like now, even if I say it, then I don't know if you can tell, but my oxytocin just exploded. It is great feeling. So yes, it's a challenge to get to clear connection, and it's hard to follow it up often, because it's so pure, and obviously I'm not pure. I'm not I'm not that type of even healer. Like I'm a very if I had time period when I was really doing healing, not because I wanted, but it just took me there, and I was born with certain skills to heal naturally just by being somewhere. And then it just created this path, but I was never really that type who will just stay in love. And like I was really helping people with heavy machinery. I was helping people to deal with many challenging things, energy speaking, and curses and spells and attacks by a lot of high powered beings and connections and so on. So that was kamikaze, especially last 2 years, but now I stopped doing that, and it took me to this path. So, but I would hear, God, and He would really talk to me since I was little. But it was challenging to follow life or path the way I would feel is the best for me. And so now I am really letting go of those limitations, because every time I didn't listen, I didn't do something as I was asked, very shortly I would see what went wrong or what didn't come to fruition. However, that's what I am just saying today, that our morning routine can be every day start, and every evening is closing, and every new day is another start. And it is as if you could look at one day as whole life. So treat it that way. Make your bed, connect to light, source of God within you, and ask it to be with you. And I'm guaranteeing you, the doors will be open to you. Like whatever doors are closed to others, they will be open to you. It's like I met people which were incredible. I got so many offers which were completely irrational. And that was just start, because as I said, I didn't feel that I want to walk that path of really highest purity, because it is just so pure and clean and clear, but it was always here. So I guarantee you, when you choose to be with it, it doesn't mean you have to go 100%. So you can go, you start a little bit, and then you will see it in your life. And yes, you want to be connected to it. Yes, you have to let go fears, old patterns, blockages, to your best life. Because we often say, oh yeah, I want my greatest version, I want my best life. But obviously, with all those beliefs, limitations, for example, people can't get out of relationships which are not good for them, which is, like, I would say, maybe number one issue. that people stay within relations and they think they will have that and they will have this purity of God. No, they will have not. Because if you are in relations which are burden, if you are carrying something that is not yours to carry, which a lot of people does for love or from love, and also from the different reasons, but in a general, that's why people start doing it, and then there is obviously habit and then excuses and rationalizing and so on. However, that is in place if we choose to stay in those relations. We can't reach really that ecstasy within, because the doors are open to lower energies, and they are coming. They are coming. If you see them or not, they are literally what I saw. That can be happening through courting, through mind power, and through emotional manipulation. Is lovely, super intelligent, super wealthy people would be living doomed emotional and spiritual life because they don't see that somebody is really spelling them all the time. And that's big topic, and we will talk about it more in the future. But if you want to walk your greatest path, look around you. Okay, who, when you think about them, you can tell that there is something coming into your field, into your life, into your mind. And obviously that means also the good juice is leaving from you to them. Those are people who you need to cut off. If you can't, that was also my case, if it was very difficult, because, for example, I had somebody in my life who was brilliant friend, and there was nothing that she would do against, but the energies that were coming through her because of who she was exposing herself to were simply having ridiculously negative effect on me. And I couldn't let it go for a long time, years, like 4 years. I heard Spirit to tell me, you have to, and I was like, I don't know how, because there was nothing she would do in physicality that I could say, when you have this friend with whom there is nothing in physical reality that you could say it's bad. And you can know them years. We knew each other decades, but I saw it energetically, and still I couldn't let go. So now I did, and it was just like, whoosh, everything changed in a week. So yeah, that is faith. And how you can start with it is you surrender it to God, you surrender it to Creator, to creation, and just say whatever is best for me, for my greatest version. Yes, I let go, and I need to help with it because I don't know how. And the help will come, and you will have more proof for yourself, and you will be able to see the proof. So that is the path to internal ecstasy and to connection with greatest version of ourselves, and therefore the biggest fun, adventure that we can't even imagine possible.